everybody, just before this video I want to give a big shout out to our brand new sponsor on the channel. We look forward to working with them. Let's hear what they have to say.
Did you know that next year, while you watch television, Cyberdyne will be able to watch you right through your TV screen? Cyberdyne, feel safe, be secure, we're watching.
Hello and welcome to Theme Park History, the channel for everything to do with theme parks, old and new, big and small. In today's episode, we will be taking a look at Universal Studios' Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time. This 3D and live-action show opened at Universal Studios Florida on April 27, 1996, Universal Studios Hollywood on May 6, 1999, and Universal Studios Japan on March 31, 2001. As of April 2018, only the Japan attraction is still in operation, as the Hollywood version closed on December 31, 2012, and the Florida version closed on October 8, 2017. This attraction was suggested by Top Moon Keck, so thank you for the comment. As always, if there's any attraction you would like us to cover on the channel, leave a comment down below. You never know, your suggestion might be next month's video. Acting as a mini-sequel to James Cameron's 1991 hit sci-fi blockbuster, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, T2 3D is one of the most elaborate and technologically advanced theme park experiences ever created, combining live-action actors, audio animatronics, 3D film footage, and practical effects. This $60 million attraction blurred the lines of what was real and what was movie magic. Just like how the movie changed the film industry at the time, the attraction became the new standard of what entertainment should be, elevating guests' expectations and revolutionizing the definition of a live-action show. In 1992, Jay Stein, the chairman and CEO of Universal Parks and Resorts at the time, approached Gary Goddard, who was responsible for many classic Universal attractions, including the Jurassic Park River Adventure and more recently, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, to develop a live stunt show attraction based on the Terminator 2 characters that could be duplicated at every Universal theme park. Universal executives envisioned a production that included a generic Terminator figure alongside new characters for the attraction. Goddard, however, sought permission from Universal Creative to take this concept and morph it into a theater-based presentation instead, featuring a 3D film, live action, and pyrotechnics. During the early stages of development, James Cameron and the stars of the movie were not involved. However, Cameron was curious of the project and visited Goddard and Universal Creative, where he was shown a room that was plastered with hundreds of storyboards outlining the plans for the attraction. Cameron recalls after meeting with Goddard, quote, "I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be bogus. You know, when I was driving over here I was thinking, who the hell is Universal to take my Terminator and try to create a ride from it? What would they know about it? I was fully prepared to come in here and not like whatever you're going to present. But this is good. You got the mythology right, you got the characters right, the whole idea is great. Not that I can't approve it a little bit." Cameron became so excited about the prospect of developing a unique installment in the Terminator franchise, he offered to direct the movie segment of the attraction himself. Not only that, Cameron insisted that the original actors from the movie be involved, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Eddie Furlong, and Robert Patrick. Cameron's idea was to make a Terminator movie you can't see anywhere but one theater in the world, which would completely blow away the audience once they saw it. In March of 1995, Cameron officially greenlit the project once Universal agreed to bring both him and the original actors into the production. A full-scale mock-up duplicating the dimensions of the planned Florida venue was created in an airplane hangar at the Van Nuys Airport in the San Fernando Valley. The set consisted of a stage surrounded by 3 adjoined silver screens. Each of these silver screens measured 23 feet tall by 50 feet wide. A total of 6 projectors were used to run the 3D 70mm film simultaneously at 30 frames per second. The 2 weeks of filming took place in May 1995 and was shot at the abandoned Eagle Mountain iron ore mine, just north of the Desert Center in California. The cast and crew from the first 2 Terminator films returned for the shoot, including Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, Hamilton as Sarah Connor, Patrick as the T-1000, and Furlong as John Conor. To achieve the 3D effect on a 70mm projected film, a 2-camera rig weighing 450 pounds was used. The 12-minute short was shot on 65mm 3D movie stock that ran at 40 frames per second instead of the conventional 24 frames per second to increase the resolution of the film image. At a reported cost of $24 million for the film and another $36 million for the venue, Terminator 2 3D was considered, frame for frame, the most expensive movie ever made and the most expensive attraction Universal had built at the time. Several elements of the attraction have been patented by Universal, including the seat drop effect, the blending of live action and film, the trio of projected screens, and the simulated assault weapons. Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time opened at Universal Studios Florida on April 27, 1996 in the Hollywood section of the park. Construction on the Hollywood version began on January 2, 1997. To compensate for the added loads from both the new show building and the show's climax where the audience's seat dropped several inches, the parking structure below the attraction building had to be reinforced after it was discovered that the structure had suffered some minor structural damage as the show was being tested. The Hollywood version would open on May 6, 1999.
The future is coming after you, ruthlessly, relentlessly, engulfing you, overwhelming you, until it ultimately terminates you. And only one thing can save you.
I said I'd be back.
Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time. An incredible new way to ride the movies only at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
Hasta la vista, baby.
As guests enter the queue, dozens of television monitors show a series of video segments, which are being presented on the Cyberdyne Interactive Network, or CIN, about the latest innovations and products of Cyberdyne systems. Just before entering the pre-show auditorium, guests pick up a pair of safety visors, aka 3D glasses, for use during the main show. The pre-show is hosted in the Miles Bennett Dyson Memorial Auditorium by Kimberly Duncan, Cyberdyne's Director of Community Relations and Media Control. For those who don't know who Miles Bennett Dyson is, he is a character from the Terminator 2 Judgement Day movie who is responsible for creating Skynet. In the auditorium, the guests stand and view a promotional video about Cyberdyne's numerous technological contributions, which includes several references to the Terminator universe and a cameo by Shaquille O'Neal.
Where contact lens neural vision enhancers make human error a thing of the past.
However, the video and the computers of the pre-show room are suddenly interrupted by a message from Sarah and John Conor, who have infiltrated the Cyberdyne facility. They reveal the sinister truth about Cyberdyne's Skynet project and advise everyone to evacuate the building before they blow it up. The two also give a brief recap of previous events from the past two movies. Following the video, Duncan reassures guests that security has the situation under control and invites everyone to the main auditorium for the main presentation. The pre-show was updated in 2015 to promote the then upcoming Terminator Genesis. Updates include references to Project Angel and Genesis, as well as the removal of the Shaquille O'Neal cameo. Guests are ushered from the pre-show auditorium into a large theater that seats 700, where they view a demonstration of Cyberdyne's newest creation, robotic soldiers called T-70 Terminators. Once guests are seated, they put on their safety visors to watch a demonstration of the Terminators in action. However, John and Sarah arrive and disrupt the proceedings, followed by a T-1000 Terminator from the future, its appearance as a helicopter pilot, whom they engage with automatic weapons. Kimberly Duncan tries to stop the T-1000, but the attempt fails as she is killed. A second Terminator, portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, bursts through the movie screen time portal on his signature Harley-Davidson motorcycle to rescue John. He takes John back through the portal to 2032, into the future war between humans and machines. John and the Terminator make their way across the war-ravaged landscape as they head towards Skynet. Along the way, they are chased by the T-1000, who follow them through the time portal, a flying hunter-killer, 4 mini-hunter-killers, and a Terminator endoskeleton. The duo successfully penetrate and descend with the audience into the Skynet core, where they battle the T-1000, a giant liquid metal spider that is similar to a very large T-1000. After accidentally worsening their situation, the Terminator finally sends John back to the present, while he stays behind to blow up Skynet and the T-1000. During the destruction of the T-1000, water is squirted from the ceiling onto the guests. The show ends with the ground-shaking destruction of Skynet, leaving Sarah and John alone in the present time once again. During the explosion, the seats of the auditorium lurches with a final sudden sudden drop, giving guests one last scare. Sarah finishes the show by saying that she feels that she owes her life to the Terminator for saving John's. During this narration, a Terminator's endoskeleton face fills the screen, which morphs into Schwarzenegger's face before the film fades to black, during which John and Sarah mysteriously disappear. Guests exit the auditorium and head into the Cyber Image gift shop, where shirts, hats, and props from both the show and the movie are available for purchase. The show, which had a runtime of about 20 minutes and would have multiple showings each day, was an instant hit with guests at both Florida and Hollywood. The attraction was a remarkable and groundbreaking theme park experience that managed to soften its original source material without cheapening it for a first-class thrill ride. The Themed Entertainment Association named T2-3D as the best new attraction of 1996. The success of T2-3D was not only being felt within the parks that it called home, but was affecting other theme parks as well. It's said that the opening of T2-3D at Universal Studios Hollywood led to the decrease in guest traffic at surrounding theme parks in the area, including Disneyland, which reportedly experienced a 5% drop during the time of T2-3D's opening, acting as a testament of its revolutionary place in theme park history. In late 2012, Universal Studios Hollywood announced that their version of the attraction would close on December 31st in order to make room for its replacement, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem and Super Silly Funland. On September 7, 2017, Universal Studios Florida announced that after 21 years of operation, the second oldest attraction in the park would close on October 8th in order to make way for an all-new live-action experience based on a high-energy Universal franchise. The still unidentified attraction is scheduled to open in 2019. The Japan version is still operating as of April 2018, but it is unknown how much longer it will stay that way. So why did the attraction close? While it was popular when it first opened in 1996, T2-3D wasn't that much of a draw at both of the parks when they were both closed. As seen over the years, Universal has proven to be unsentimental when it comes to their classic attractions, taking an aggressive stance of replacing these beloved classics with newer, more exciting experiences that will help drive attendance levels. Another factor in the closure of the attraction is the relevance of the Terminator franchise. While the first two movies were box office hits, the last three movies haven't been as successful, with planned trilogies being cancelled twice. Ironically, many fans of the Terminator franchise feel that T2-3D is actually the third best Terminator movie, even if it was only 12 minutes long. Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time was a fresh, exciting, and trailblazing approach to live-action shows. While it was common for filmmakers and creators to be involved in theme park attractions at Universal Studios, James Cameron and the Universal creative team took things to a whole new level to make sure T2 3D was a proper sequel, not just some cheap cash-in. Cameron and Universal's passion, care, and excitement for this attraction was evident in every second of this live-action show, truly blowing away audiences for more than 2 decades. So that is the history of Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time. As always, thank you for watching the video and supporting the channel. We now have a Twitter you can follow us at for updates on upcoming videos, and if you just want to, chit chat. If there's any attraction you would like us to cover in future videos, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, hasta la vista, baby.
Friend of yours?
He was my college roommate.